Welcome to another episode of the Hoop Threads podcast. Here with another prospect spotlight. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. Excited for this episode with Favour Ibe, 7'1" big man from originally from Nigeria, but he's playing basketball with Mount Zion and New World. Favour, how we feeling, man?
Feeling good. How about you?
Good, man. Really excited to get this going. Would love to hear your story and kind of share it with people. So let's start with the warm up. Just some easy questions here. What's your favorite sports drink?
Gatorade.
Okay. Any particular flavor?
Yeah, cherry glacier, like the gray one.
Okay. No, that's a good one. I like it. PS5, Xbox, or PC?
PS5.
Okay. Any particular games you're playing on there?
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto and FIFA, like FC 25.
Okay. I like it. What's the best basketball shoe and best non-hooping shoe?
My best basketball shoes will be KD's, like the KD 17s.
Okay.
And my best non-hooping shoes would be like Air Force Ones.
Okay. What's your favorite meal? So it doesn't have to be American food. It can be some food from back home, some comfort food. Entree, appetizer, dessert, drink. What's your birthday meal? What are you asking for?
Probably ask for like white rice with like tomato stew, some plantains and chicken.
Mm, simple. I like it, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Any particular drink or dessert that you really like?
Now with the food, I just prefer water with
Okay.
the
No,
meal.
that makes sense. Healthy. There's a healthy way to go, man. What's your favorite basketball environment to play in? Could be AAU, could be high school, could be somewhere, back home. What's the favorite kind of place that you played some basketball?
So far, well, I didn't play there because I wasn't eligible to play AAU, but it's like I think Rock Hill, the
Mm,
main arena in Rock Hill. I
mm.
think that would be my favorite.
Yeah, nah, it's a beautiful facility down there, man. Great answer. What person have you met that you were in awe of? Have you met any celebrities, any famous athletes that kind of inspired you?
Well, I think the most famous athlete I've met is Andre Drummond because he was our coach in the top 100 camp.
Mm,
So I really got to learn a lot from him.
mm.
And he like mentored us through the 10 games we played, practices we had in the morning. So yeah,
Gotcha. Was he helping you with some big man stuff like defensively, offensively, positioning, stuff like that? Talk
yeah,
about
both. Yeah.
him.
All of it because I mean he's a big man too. So he told me about like tips, what he uses that helps him, so it'll help me.
Mhm.
And like I've been like capitalizing on that. So
Mm. No, I love it, man. Tell me about your first dunk.
yeah, I think I was 15.
Mm.
It was I think the first year I started playing basketball because I was like tall enough, but it was a rim grazer though on a 9.8 foot rim.
One hand or two hand?
Now one hand.
I got it. I got it. Well, it's a lot easier now, that's for sure. So,
Yeah.
how did you get started in the game, man? Did your family play basketball?
Now my parents didn't play basketball. It was just because I had like a huge growth spurt. Like I think that year, 2021, I added like 4 inches. I got so tall. And then my parents told me like I should try like basketball, like I should try it out and see if I like it because they say it's gonna help me. So initially it was kind of hard, but later I started like liking the game. Then I realized that okay, I actually want to play basketball.
Mm, gotcha. Who do you model your game after?
Um, I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to like model my like most of my game over Giannis, except from like the shooting side though, like the way he's aggressive because he's Nigerian too. So like I look up to him, like the way he plays. I'm trying to model my game up. The way he's like aggressive, strong. He drives, the way he drives to the basket. So I'm trying to model my game after Giannis,
Mm,
and then add the shooting as well.
got you. Got you. I mean, playing with that motor is always something that's going to stand out, which brings us perfectly into our next segment. So talk about some of your strengths and some of your weaknesses that you're working on right now. Do a self scout of your game.
Um, some of my strengths, I know some of my strengths, like my height is, is an advantage. I can run, I can block shots, I can rebound, like I can move, like I feel I move better like than an average big. But some of my weaknesses, I'll probably say is like my base because when you're tall, you have to get like really lower, and if you're not that strong in that area, you're gonna get pushed around by little guys around the paint. So that's one area I'm still trying to work on. And also like guarding all positions, like guarding the one on the switch so I don't have to like hedge all the time.
Hmm,
And yeah,
got you. No, I
like those.
mean, I think that pretty much nailed it on the head, man. I think you're like a high motor big. I think the work ethic and just the energy that you play with, whether that's rebounding the basketball, finishing around the paint, like you said, running the floor, running rim to rim, setting the screens, kind of doing everything that leads to winning. I think like you said, kind of movement skills, you're a little bit raw. But I think that stuff will pick up once you kind of grow more comfortable with your body and kind of build your core up a little bit as well. Shooting touch looked pretty good from the free throw line, man. Looking forward to seeing, how your kind of range progresses, over the next year or two, with Mount Zion. So, the day of the game, how do you prepare for each game the day of? Like, what do you have a specific routine or any sort of prep, or is, just kind of another day to you?
Now most of the time I just pray and live the rest of God. And also I like try like meditate, like visualizing myself doing what I'm supposed to do. Kind of helps me do it during the game. But most importantly, I just pray and live the best and live the rest of God,
Hmm. No, I
in my
like.
opinion.
Okay. Talk about some differences in the game, from, like you said, you kind of just started playing this game kind of around 2021. Before that, you were a soccer player. Talk about how some of those athletic skills kind of transferred over, and some of the differences in the game, back home versus, in the US, in the DMV.
I think the difference between when I was playing basketball in Nigeria back home and here is the intensity, like the intensity, how fast the game goes. Like everything is just different. Like here, if you're big, like if you shoot outside the three, it's cool. But like back home, we had this mentality that if you're big, you're not supposed to be outside, and it kind of like limited the game because now it's gonna make the paint always like tight. But here, the game is more spacious, more things to learn, more intense. Like I'll just say it's the intensity.
Hmm. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. Talk about how you ended up at Mount Zion. Talk about your journey here to the States, playing for Coach Rod.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said before, like because I had like different options. So but I talked with my mom, my brother, and my handler. Then we decided that Mount Zion is the best option for me. So that's how I ended up at Mount Zion. And also, I started like to watch like the program, like Stockholm, a little bit on social media. Then I really like the school. And then the coach had been like talking to me even before I got here. So I really knew that okay, they actually interested. So, but it's been really great so far at Mount Zion. It's been really great. I have no complaints.
Cool. Talk about a time that you faced adversity, like a difficult time in your life, and talk about some of the tools that you used to navigate and work through that time period.
Yeah, what I usually think about it is like, let's say I have a bad game or something bad happens, I just try to like learn from it and then just remember that okay, it's the past. That I should just try to do better the next time. So I shouldn't let the past weigh me down. Because at the end of the day, it's only me that's thinking about it. Like, okay, if I play bad, like everybody's gonna forget. But like I should just try to not be hard on myself and just think about the future. Like more things ahead, better games ahead, greater things to come. So that's what I look forward to.
100%. Tell me about your gym schedule, your workout schedule. What parts of your game do you feel like you've worked on the most, and what do you feel like you've added anything since the end of, the last high school season?
I'll say is my quickness, my agility, because I worked on it in the weight room a lot, so it kind of showed an impact in my game and
Mm,
also my strength as well.
mm.
I think I've gotten a lot stronger from last season because I've been consistent in the weight room. Yeah, just pretty much being strong, you
Okay.
know, being
Okay.
strong because when you go to the weight room very often, you get this confidence that, all right, since I'm lifting weights, I should be strong. So you kind of give me this mindset in the core that, all right, I'm strong. Like, so
Mm. Got you. No, that makes sense. And it's nice too, because you get to see the dividends too with the weight room that sometimes don't come as quickly when you're working on skills. So that makes sense. Tell me a part of your game that flies under the radar or is kind of undervalued.
okay, I think with my height, I kind of make like guards when they drive have to put I think I put them in an uncomfortable spot to make a quick decision because of my presence. Sometimes I make them alter shots or take bad shots or travel a turnover.
Hmm.
And also like I'm gonna say my passing, my screens,
Mhm. Got you.
yeah,
Nah, it's definitely
pretty much it.
definitely coming along nicely, like you said. What parts of the floor, like physical spots in the floor, so top of the key, wing, corner, in the paint, what areas of the floor feel the most comfortable for you right now, and then the least comfortable?
Most comfortable I'll probably say is like the right side of the court is the
Mhm.
most comfortable.
Mhm.
Least comfortable, I don't really think I have one.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Probably the low post because I'm limited in options when I'm in the low post. Because if I try to spin, I'm directly under the rim. So I'll probably say the low post. But it's not just for me though. Like it's for like most bigs, but I don't think there's any other uncomfortable position.
Hmm. Rank these three in order of importance to you. So one being the most important, and then kind of working your way down from there. Game-winning assist, game-winning basket, game-winning defensive stop.
Game winning bucket, game winning assist, game winning defensive stop.
Hmm. Gotcha. The bucket's the big time one. I like it. What are some things that matter to you that you value, like on and off the floor? Is it kind of honesty? Is it consistency? Is it communication? What are some really things important with you and the people that you surround yourself with as well?
Purpose, can you repeat the question?
It's all good. What are some things that you value? Things that are important to you. Like, is it honesty? Is it respect, loyalty, being direct, hard work, leading by example, kind of quietly or more vocal leadership? What are some things that are important to you, not just as a basketball player, but as a person?
I think honesty and communication.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
honesty, communication, and like vocal leadership as well.
Okay. Cool.
Because if you feel your friend or your peer is not doing something ideal, I feel you should be able to like tell him so he's not gonna make the same mistake. But if you keep it hidden, the next time he's gonna make the same mistake, and it's gonna be a disadvantage to you and your friend because y'all on the same team. So
Hmm. No, that makes sense. Let's talk about recruiting, college criteria. We're not going to speak on specific schools, but talk about some of the things that are important to you when you do make your college decision next season. Is it, a type of coach that really gets on you? Is it a type of coach that just kind of lets you play? Fast pace of style, slow pace, running good sets, defense first, big city, small city, you know what I mean? Like what type of things are you looking for, do you think?
I don't really mind the city nor the location, but what I do care about is like the style of play. Like I hope it's like a team that utilizes their bigs.
Mm. Gotcha.
That's
Okay. Tell me about some of your interests and hobbies off the court. Do you have any hidden talents that some things that you like doing besides basketball?
yeah. I like to play FC 25. I like to play FIFA. I can. I like to read. I can play the piano.
Cool.
Yeah, I play ping pong a lot with my friend.
Okay. You winning?
Yeah,
I got you. If basketball didn't work out for you, God forbid your career ended tomorrow, what would your plan be for that? Like what type of business would you go into? What type of degree would you be chasing? What's kind of like long-term kind of career goals?
yeah. I've thought about this before and think it'd still be computer science.
Mm, I like that. Any reason why?
Yeah, because the way technology is going on now, the way it's like pretty much like advancing. So I think computer science is a great field
Mm,
to pursue because there are a lot of job opportunities.
mm. That makes sense. Let's say, you won the lottery today. What are some the first couple things that you would kind of spend your money on and put that towards?
You mean like what I'll use the money for, or like if I was to
Yep.
spend it, what will I get?
Would you buy a car? Would you buy your mama a house? Would you take a vacation to Hawaii? What would be the first couple of things that you did?
No, first of all, buy property.
Hmm.
If it's about property for my family,
Hmm.
my mom, for my dad,
Hmm.
yeah, and then maybe I'll buy my mom a car. Then
Okay.
I'm gonna like get myself right.
Gotcha. You think your mom would want a sports car? Or are we talking like a van?
Nah, she probably want like a Jeep.
I got you. Uh, what has been your happiest moment on a basketball court so far?
My happiest moment so far.
Hmm.
You mean like in a game?
Yeah, in a basketball game.
Hmm. Think about from last season, right?
No, it can be all time.
Actually, I have like a lot, so I can't really like pick one.
It's all good. No problem. Give me some of your goals for this season, whether they're individual or team.
Okay, for the team, I'll start with the team. One of my goals is for us to make it to the national championship because last year we lost in the quarterfinals.
Hmm.
So I'm hoping this year we can make it to the finals and win the final and the Elite Prep League too because last year we lost in the finals. So I hope we can do much better this year. And individually, I hope this year I could like average more than 10 rebounds a game or
Hmm.
11, more than two block shots. I know the points gonna come, but most importantly, the rebounds, the block shots, gotta like up the numbers.
Hmm. We like that because that,
So
that that leads to wins, man, for sure.
yeah, so I'm gonna say just about like average a double double.
Hmm. No, that's a good goal. What sets the DMV apart, from different basketball hotbeds across the country, from California, players from Texas, players from Georgia. You don't have a ton of experience playing here, but what makes this area different?
I think what makes this area different is I don't really know because I think this is the only state that I have lived in, so I've not really like experienced basketball in like other states.
Okay.
But what I can tell so far is like the DMV usually has more like prospects.
Hmm.
There's more competition.
Yeah. Oh, you're not wrong about that.
Uh,
That's what makes my job so easy, man. All right, man. Really appreciate the time. Last question before we get you out of here. What is your why? Why do you work at the game so hard? Why do you kind of make the sacrifices that you've made? What makes it so important to you? What's your long-term goal? Like, what is your why?
well, my wife, my family, because my wife, my family, because after all, I'm doing this for them, you know, and for myself as well. So I could like prove to myself that I could do it because it's not easy. So what really gets me going is my family,
Hmm. Hmm.
because they don't want because it's because of them I started playing the sport. So I'm really grateful for it. So,
Hmm. They able to tune into your games?
huh?
Are they able to tune into your games?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Perfect, man. All right. Well, really appreciate the time. Best of luck this season. Look forward to watching you develop over the
Thank
next.
you. All right. Thank you very much for having me.